We all know or have perceived a full moon or experience in nature a night with full moon. And you can see, and everybody is a universal reference. You cannot explain 1 lux. And when you talk about the night and say, okay, here will be 10 lux, everybody says, oh, but it's nothing. It's too dark. And I say, no, it's not too dark. If the full moon is 0.25, 10 lux are 40 full moons. 1 lux is 4 full moons. So if we say 100 lux are 400 full moons. Talk about the light of the night in full moons, the full moon unit.
Welcome to our podcast, where we highlight some of the most thought-provoking moments from our engaging presentations by incredible thought leaders. Today we bring you a special bite-sized clip edition featuring none other than Paulina Villalobos and her captivating presentation, Words to Design Light and Protect the Night. In this short clip, you'll have the opportunity to delve into some of Paulina's profound insights on the topic of lighting design for the night sky. Discover how she artfully combines words with the mastery of lighting design to create immersive environments while preserving the ethereal allure of our nighttime landscapes. Although the full visual presentation by Paulina is a premium offering exclusively available on our VLDC platform for our pro members, we believe in sharing the magic. This carefully curated bite-sized clip allows you to tap into Paulina's mind at work free of charge, bringing her expertise directly to your ears. Before we dive into this episode, we encourage you to listen, reflect, and share this with your friends and colleagues. Don't forget to provide your feedback and reviews, as they inspire us to bring you even more mind-expanding content and cultivate meaningful conversations. A quick shout out once again to our premium supporters, Aero Light, Creative Lighting Asia, Airco, and the Signify Lighting Academy. Now, without further ado, let's step into the world of Paulina Villalobos as she illuminates the way we perceive, design, and safeguard the beauty of the night sky.
I'm Paulina Villalobos. I am a lighting designer from Chile, and I will make a presentation about words to design light and protect darkness. I've been working on darkness protection for a long time with Noche Zero and now with the International Dark Sky Association. And I think the words are really relevant, and also to use all the love and care that we have on interior lighting, use it also to change the paradigm for designing the outdoor lighting. We talk about lighting design, concepts and feelings with the engineering lighting language. So I think we really need new words to talk about light. Last year, I had the amazing chance to write about it. The text is available in the Lighting Detective site. It's in Japanese and in English. And I've been part of these monologues with other amazing lighting designers. I've been invited to also to write. So you can find the text here. It's very brief. And I would like to share these new words. Some words, I think I borrow it from my experience of living abroad. I lived a couple of years in Germany, lived in Sweden, I studied in Japan, and I speak Spanish. And I think the language is super interesting when you speak another language. Probably most of you are bilingual or have more languages. You understand the word in a different way. And there is some words when you learn a new language that are amazing, and we don't have it in our language. So, for instance, in Japanese, I think we need to borrow the word utsuroi. In Swedish, we need to borrow the word lagom. And I have 3 new words and a concept that I would like to share that I knew, and I borrowed it from a book. So these new words to talk about light, or new concept to talk about light and protect the night, is griste, nectrico, which I translated in English to nectric, blansible, which I translated in English like White Sibyl, Utsuroi Logom, and also to talk about full moon units. The first three words I borrowed from a book called Umami from Laila Jufresa, and I really recommend that book because when we need a new word or we have a new concept or a new context of light, the word does not exist. And as, for instance, the Greek, like more than 2,000 years ago, all the concepts or the language was evolving, and all the language was related to the things that we do and the things that we see. But suddenly we need, when the society get more complex, we need words to talk about concepts like aesthetics, epiphany, democratic, ethics, and all these were Greek words, but that they were need to talk about concepts. And also, for instance, I think if we replicate this idea now, when all the lighting technology started to develop last century, like 100 years ago, then we started to need new words to talk about lighting levels, the colors, the sensations, and all the new possibilities that the lighting technology give us for perception. But were the engineers who made the words, and the words are really, I think they are not connected to what we really need. So I think I borrowed these ones. Griste, and I would like to share this concept. Griste in Spanish is a mix of gris and triste. Gris is gray and triste is sad. Griste is a sad light. So I think it's a perfect word to talk about when the light is sad. If you have this concept in the engineering language, we talk about the color rendering index. And when I explain to a client or to a politician or to a people that wants to be related to new regulations or to try to involve them in how important is this sensation of being or to have good light, I have to explain in very complicated engineering language, or I think we need something more like conceptual. The color rendering index is not a percentage, but I realize when I teach, that it's easy for the students or the people to understand if I present it like a percentage. It's something like the sun give us all the colors that we can see, and this light give us just a percentage. But we know that it's not a percentage. But if we give the whole explanation, it's so super complicated that everyone gets super complicated, and there's nothing to be related with. So I think it's a good word to share, because the color rendering index is a measurement that we cannot relate to anything. For instance, when we talk about the temperature in Celsius, we know that everybody knows that 0 is when the water is frozen, and 100 is when the water is boiled and it's transformed in vapor. So we have this perception of temperature, and everybody can understand and talk about it. So I think that is what I'm looking for, something that we can be related to. Another concept I think that we really need is to incorporate a new measurement, like the temperature in Celsius is related to what everybody can rely on, the frozen water or the boiling water. We all know or have perceived a full moon or a experience in nature a night with full moon, and you can see, and everybody is a universal reference, a full moon. But what is 1 lux? Does anybody knows what is 1 lux? When you go to Wikipedia, it say, oh, well, the lux is related to the lumen. And the lumen explanation is so complicated, it's so engineering that no one can relate to that. 1 lux, you cannot explain 1 lux. And when you talk about the night and say, okay, here will be 10 lux, everybody say, oh, but it's nothing, it's too dark. And they say, no, it's not too dark. If the full moon is 0.25, 10 lux are 40 full moons. 1 lux is 4 full moons. So if we say 100 lux are 400 full moons. So it's a very more it's a concept that I think we should talk about the light of the night in full moons, the full moon unit.
Thank you for joining us for this illuminating bite-sized clip featuring Paulina Villalobos and her captivating presentation on the interplay between words, lighting design, and the protection of the night sky. Remember to seek out the full presentation by Paulina by subscribing to Premium, and as mentioned previously, the visual presentation is exclusively available on our VLDC platform for our valued Pro members. So visit us there at members.vld.community. As you reflect on the wisdom shared on this clip, we invite you to share it with your network of friends, colleagues, and fellow enthusiasts who would appreciate discovering the fascinating world of lighting design. Stay tuned for more captivating bite-sized clips and in-depth conversations on a wide array of topics that inspire growth, innovation, and collaboration. Until next time.